Welcome to this lesson on the dissolution of marriage with no children and no property. An attorney once told me that legal documents are not sexy. No joke, not kidding. If you're feeling overwhelmed, let that go. Focus on your breathing, find your clarity, and set your intention, because things are about to get real, and the ultimate goal here is completion, literally. Let's get started. We've provided you with a complete list of all the documents required to file your case with your local clerk of court. We'll go through each document in this specific order. Since you'll need to print everything out to sign, flip each completed document over face down to create a stack. Have some paper clips handy. This will help keep each document separate from the others. For example, you wouldn't want to hand the clerk or upload your financial affidavit in the e-portal with portions of your marital settlement agreement attached. That would get rejected. If at any time during this process your divorce becomes contested, we ask that you complete these forms as designed and then proceed to the lesson on contested issues. This packet is specific to an uncontested divorce, and it follows the typical order that clerks prefer to receive the documents. A quick note. Some forms may be returned by the clerk, or certain forms may be required depending on your local jurisdiction's specific requirements, especially if you're outside of Orange and Osceola counties. Don't worry, if you need a document that wasn't included, reach out to us and we'll provide it promptly. If any forms are returned, keep them with your copies. Do not discard anything, as it might be needed later. For example, the final judgment document is often returned and will likely need to be brought to the hearing. Here's an example of an uncontested case that may require additional steps. Not all documents listed will be necessary, as each one serves a specific purpose. If your spouse is unwilling to sign, refuses to cooperate, or simply doesn't respond, you'll need to take further action to proceed. In this situation, you must serve your spouse and officially notify them of your petition filing. We'll provide the necessary forms for this process. If your spouse cannot be located, constructive service may be required, which involves additional steps. Your case manager will guide you through those requirements. If this scenario applies to your case, there is a separate lesson dedicated to walking you through the process. Before we begin, it will be helpful to have your document order list printed and on your desk for easy review as you follow along. You must use black ink if you're not typing your forms in the editable version. I'll go over the basic form format so you understand the procedure. Do not sign anything until your entire packet is complete and you're ready to take the forms requiring notarization to a notary public. I'm guessing you already know the information needed for paragraph 4. However, if anything is missing, be sure to gather that information now to avoid any delays. It's a prerequisite that the petitioner has lived in Florida for at least 6 months before filing. Make sure you have your ID showing this and include a copy for the court.